The movie confronts the horrid reality of how accessible imagery and videos can negatively impact children. But yet you have the children doing the negative activities! But yet you have them doing the negative activities! Do you not see how crazy this is? It literally, that doesn't make any sense! That doesn't make any sense! Yeah, we made this movie because people are making movies like this, and it's just horrible. It's horrendous. I can't believe that people are making movies like this movie that I just made! Hey there, cutie. I've been hearing about the controversy with the Netflix show called Cuties, and I didn't really delve into it too much more beyond hearing it every now and then, side to side, every now and then, here and there, everywhere. There's a lot of controversy because they put their actresses, which are young 11-year-old girls, in sexually provocative positions in the movie, during the movie. I guess they were dancing, and I guess it was a twerk dancing movie. But what is Cuties? What is Cuties, the movie? It's about, and this is more so that I can figure out what the hell we're looking at too. Cuties. An 11-year-old starts to rebel against her conservative family's traditions when she becomes fascinated with a free-spirited dance crew. But it's not just a free-spirited dance crew. The movie is about Amy, 11, becomes fascinated with a twerking dance crew. Hoping to join them, she starts to explore her femininity, defying her family's traditions almost immediately. Defying her family's traditions, and her family is Muslim, so it would be understandable why their family wouldn't be happy. Okay, so it's a conservative Muslim family. They moved to France, and the little girl is trying to rebel against her parents, and she found a dance crew that she really liked, that she really looked up to. And so apparently the movie is a critique of the over-sexualization or the hyper-sexualization of everything, even little girls, especially little girls. And they're trying to make a point that, you know, it's a cultural critique on how the sexualization of girls becomes younger and younger and younger and younger, and progressively gets younger and younger. The controversy came in whenever these posters came out. So the one where they're walking around with bags and they're throwing stuff in the air, that's the French version. And then the super hyper sexualized version of the dance crew in very sexual positions. It's just crazy because Netflix changed the cover art from the one on the right to the one on the left. They changed it from the girls being fully dressed and being pretty uncontroversial to the super controversial. These are 11-year-old children, and you're putting them out there and you actually are hypersexualizing them. And it's just too much. It really is just too much, because there wasn't really much backlash until they saw the poster. And then when you saw the poster, then you started to see like, okay, well, a movie poster is supposed to catch your eyes, and then be like, what is that? Whose eyes are they trying to catch? Whose eyes are they trying to catch? And I know, you young girls, it's marketed to young girls. It's supposed to be a coming of age story, but I think there's some demographics that you're not really you're not really thinking about, and you probably shouldn't be putting these types of things out there like that too much, too often, too obvious. Now, after that controversy, of course, because that inflamed, Netflix had some big problems after that. Once they removed that poster, Netflix had to apologize. Netflix said, "We're deeply sorry for the inappropriate artwork that we used for Mignonnes, Cuties. It was not okay, nor was it representative of this French film, which won an award at Sundance. We've now updated the pictures and description." Good. I'm glad. I'm glad that I'm glad that they updated the description and the pictures so that it's not too tantalizing, because you may be drawing too many people in there with ulterior motives than what you previously thought you were going to be bringing people in for. But I don't know how clueless these movie people are with what they're promoting, what they're pushing. I mean, you see that fucking picture did not look good, man. The comparison, the side-by-side comparison of the two cover arts, man, one of them did not look very good. And it's very suspicious. Why would they be pushing this stuff so much? So onward, you had a bunch of people trying to defend it. And you had a bunch of people saying, well, can't knock it unless you try it. Can't knock it unless you try it. I hate that argument whatsoever. That's one of the worst arguments you can have. That's stupid. I can knock it if I want to because I don't like it. Simple as that. I can do a little bit of forethought with my little brain and figure out that I don't like it. It's that easy. I don't know if that makes any sense, but we'll keep it going. Now back to the journalists, and this is a one done by USA Today, Carly Mallenbaum. But towards the end, she does the whole, she gives you a little bit of an information on the whole article. But then towards the end here, boom. Now this is her being honest. So what is the film ultimately about? Cuties is a look at one girl's struggle to find her identity amid contrasting cultures, French and Muslim. Amy, 11, moves to a housing project in Paris and is raised by a conservative mother who is quietly suffering. Amy is simultaneously exposed to the internet's sexy dance videos and Instagram selfies and cool girls who appear carefree and confident. Before long, Amy starts wearing tiny shirts, tiny shoes, you know the whole deal that younger girls do whenever they see older girls and they think that they're being cool, so they're going to emulate what they see. Emulate what you see. Emulate what you see. Weird. Interesting. Emulate what you see. I wonder why people are so angry about this movie. Because I know people are going to see it, but certainly there aren't going to be young girls who watch this movie and then try to emulate what they see, huh? No way that's possible. I don't think so. No way. I mean, we're not, we only want to yell about the pedophiles, but let's not forget that there are other variables to everything. Oh, here's a little piece of honesty now. Okay, now we have a little bit of honesty here. It's excruciating to watch Amy and the other children gyrate and pose as part of the dance group they call Cuties. Why is it excruciating? Why is it excruciating, and why do you have to put yourself through that to watch it? Why? Why is that even necessary? It's not a necessary lesson. We have to open your eyes. This is good for you. Take your medicine. It's not that good. I don't understand. It's truly upsetting to see her wear skimpy clothes and bite her lip while staring into a phone lens. I haven't even seen the movie, but come on. Come on, man. Come on. It's truly upsetting to see the whole movie, which includes a scene where the young actresses don the spandex outfits seen in the maligned promo image, and of course, is very hard to get through. It's very hard to get through. Why is it so hard for you to get through this? Does it make you feel uncomfortable? Do you feel like there's something off about this, that maybe it shouldn't be happening? Oh, it's art. Artistic. No, you know what you're doing with children. There is no ifs, ands, buts about it. You are hypersexualizing children. That is literally what you are doing. And I'm talking about the actresses who are doing the job of acting in this movie, in this actual movie, getting them to twerk and getting them to do these sexual poses, which was on the poster. Not very comfortable. I'm not very comfortable about this whole thing. It's very, very problematic. Very problematic. Especially by its third act. But that's part of the point. The point is we're forcing you to watch this because I don't know. What's the point that we're trying to make? Everything's hypersexualized? Yeah, no shit. All you have to do is say that, though. That's very easy to know. You can look around and see it. We know that. But now you're dipping a little bit closer and closer and closer into sexualizing things that I don't think it's healthy for you to sexualize. I don't think it's healthy for you to sexualize children at all, whether they're acting or not. The movie confronts the horrid reality of how accessible imagery and videos can negatively impact children. But yet you have the children doing the negative activities. But yet you have them doing the negative activities. Do you not see how crazy this is? It literally, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we made this movie because people are making movies like this, and it's just horrible. It's horrendous. I can't believe that people are making movies like this movie that I just made. Our girls see that the more a woman is overly sexualized on social media, the more she is successful, Decor says. Children just imitate what they see, trying to achieve the same result without understanding the meaning. It is dangerous. Right. You literally just made the point. Our girls see that the more a woman is overly sexualized on social media, the more she is successful. Now, you have little girls, 11-year-olds, I'm assuming, in the movie becoming popular because they're overly sexualizing doing dancing. And now you actually have the little girls doing the dances. And this person right here is literally saying, I can't deal with this. This makes me uncomfortable, but you need to watch it because it's a smart lesson. What? Is it really? If it makes you uncomfortable like that, there has to be a reason. There has to be something going on that's telling you something ain't right about this, and I don't feel comfortable about it. Has to be something. So with all this, so then when you get with all this controversy, all this craziness going on, all these different people trying to explain different versions and different variables and different ways of explaining how this isn't all that bad, it doesn't seem like it is a good thing. But there are people out there trying to fight the good fight. Texas just announced, or one of these smaller places in Texas, politicians fueled criticism of Cuties. Now Netflix is facing criminal charges in a small East Texas county. The district attorney in Tyler County, where the grand jury indicted Netflix, is the son of U.S. Rep. Brian Babin. Don't know who that is? Don't care. Just let him keep doing good work. A grand jury in a small East Texas county has indicted media giant Netflix for promoting Cuties, a French film about an 11-year-old Senegalese immigrant who joins a dance group. The Tyler County grand jury indicted the company, not its executives, on charges of promotion of lewd visual material depicting a child, a state jail felony. In Texas, a corporation convicted of a felony can face a fine of up to $20,000, according to the penal code. So it's not really that big of a deal, but they're doing this more so that they can get people understanding and knowing what is going on. They can get this in the news. And this is in the news. I wouldn't have known about it had this not been in the news. So there you go. Then you got to dig a little bit deeper, and then you realize, like, oh no, there's some dirty shit these people are doing to try to sneak these things through so that they can get to your children and let your children learn how to twerk. GOP lawmakers across the country have criticized the movie, but no Democrats. Claiming it sexualizes young girls and exploits child actors. Sounds like it. Prominent critics include Texas Republican Senator Dan Cruz and Brian Babin. Oh, that's why he said his name. Alongside a group of more than 30 House GOP lawmakers, Babin publicly decried the French film, as child pornography, and Cruz sent a letter to the U.S. state attorney asking him to prosecute Netflix. Netflix did not respond. But you see, there's all this controversy, and Texas is not going to stand for it. They don't feel like dealing with it. It is a mess that they have to try to clean up, and they're going to try to clean up. I'm sure they're going to try to clean it up to the best of their abilities. But with all this being said, the filmmaker, Decor, said in an interview with Zora that the people who started the controversy over her movie have not actually seen it. I'm hoping that these people will actually watch the movie now that it's out. You want them to watch the movie, but you understand that there are things that are morally reprehensible within that movie. It's not about your overall storyline, and then your storyline is going to make everything okay. You're sexualizing children in these parts of this movie, and that's what we're focusing on because that's what happened. That's what you did. That's what you're doing. We're not going to look at, oh, well, I guess over-sexualizing children is good because it's a good story. That's not how you do this. That's not how any of this works. But I guess it is, because it's not like Netflix was forced to take down the movie. It wasn't, I mean, this is going to be pushed now progressively and normalized to the best of their abilities. Hopefully it doesn't become anything worse than what we're already seeing, but who knows? Who is to say? Who is to say what exactly we're going to be facing in the next few years? Because everything's changing. We have a World War III going on. We did have COVID, but I don't know if we still have COVID going on anymore. But all these crazy things going on, and you have these weird things that kind of slip through the cracks and then get there, and it makes people uncomfortable, but then they leave it alone, and it makes you comfortable. If you get comfortable with it, then you can go a little bit further and a little bit further and a little bit further, and that's what I hope that we avoid here. I hope that we avoid the slippery slope, and you can cut this shit right where it needs to be cut at. Right at the head. Cut it out, because this shit sucks.